Understanding your credit scores. You'll notice I didn't write a lot of stuff here because it would have filled up the whole stinking board. There's so much, so I'm going to condense it down, but there's several main points. Number one, you need to understand your specific credit scores. They're different for everybody. They change as you spend money each month. They go up and they go down based off of how the creditors that you owe money report what you owe them and how you pay them each month. So that's the number one thing to think about, is they're different for every person and they change even during the month and you don't even notice it. So when a lender pulls your credit score, they're pulling a snapshot in time on that credit report. That credit report is good for 4 months. So if that credit score that you have on there is acceptable, there's no need to re-pull it again later. Most lenders, as a side note, will monitor your credit to make sure you're not getting any new credit and incurring new monthly payments, but they're not pulling it. They're just telling the credit bureaus, hey, watch this one for me. Let me know if there's any new activity, okay? So number one is you need to know your own. Number two is you need to monitor it and keep an eye on it. Number three, they change each month. Number four, that credit report is good for 120 days. Now let's keep going. I got up to probably 20 points and I'm not going to keep them all numbered here, but it does not hurt your credit scores for another mortgage company or another company to pull them for the purpose of the same transaction that you had it pulled for. So if you had me check it for a mortgage, somebody else can go behind me and check it again for a mortgage, and another company can go behind them. Every customer is allowed 4 or 5 mortgage credit pulls every 45 days, and they count as only one pull. Now you don't want to go and abuse that and have 8 or 9 or 10 pull it. And there's some companies that will farm your credit scores out and have multiple companies pull it. Don't do that. I'm not going to name them here, but you know who they are. And if you don't know, ask me. Don't have them do it. They're mostly online folks. Also, that credit report, we can update it for you. Let's say you've paid something off and your credit scores are going to go up. We will update it for you, usually for free. That's called a rapid rescore. It takes about 7 days. That's really important. Now let's talk about the number of your credit score. When you go to creditkarma.com or myfreecreditreport.com, those scores are not mortgage credit scores. They're kind of an okay baseline, but there can be a 100-point variance either above that or below it. A lot of times it's below it. So if you're seeing a fairly low score there, chances are I'm not going to get one a lot better. Occasionally it happens, but not too often. Lastly is, once you know what your credit scores are, use that for the purpose of what you've used it for. Meaning, if you're pulling it for a mortgage, it applies to a mortgage. If you're having it pulled for a student loan or a car loan, that applies to those loans. You can't cross one credit report for one purpose and use it for another one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this helps you. Appreciate your business.